Hello, I'm Zardus, and let's play City Skylines. Welcome to Fairview Shores, a city that is being built without the use of any mods or assets from the workshop. So today is episode 4, and a couple of things. You'll notice that first I named the industrial district Greenwood. I thought that was a fitting name for an industrial district. And then I named the farming area Lawn after the map's creator, and so those are the names I came up with. And the biggest thing I want to focus on today is improving the leisure in our city. We do have quite a bit of funds that we can draw from. We have a good budget right now, and if you look at the leisure tab, let's see, that is this one. We're pretty much lacking in here. So I want to start building this park that I've been talking about frequently. And I want to I realized this space here that we were worried about pollution, we could put large parts in here. And I checked and they fit perfectly. So that's what we'll put there. And that should improve the leisure quite a bit. Another thing I want to work on today is growing more residential zones. I think I want to expand into this area here because I plan, somebody suggested that this area be used for a university or a hospital, and I like the idea of doing both there because it seems fairly realistic to have a university hospital here. So we'll have that there. But we can't do a university until we get to the population number of 5,500, because that is when that gets unlocked at Big Town. You can see right there, university. We'll also get incineration plants, which will be useful at that point. But anyway, let's unpause and get started. So, like I said, I want to start with putting in more parts. So we'll get one there, and we're just going to line this whole area with parts. That way we kind of have a buffer between the industry and the residential. Yeah, now you can see that that's really improved the leisure score in that neighborhood.
Classist, that's classicist.
Now we'll come down here, and I did notice that we do have one monument here that we could put in the Fountain of Life and Death. And that would be, I mean, it's not bad. It's not quite the tall. I was kind of thinking, well, industry doesn't really fit there, but wealth might. And we are getting closer to being there, so we'll wait to get that. But in the meantime, we will expand. Let's see, we've got too much water there. Playground on each end. Once we get it in here. Doesn't like the curve, apparently. Can't build on the water. I don't want to use the soil to do that. Okay, so we'll put that there. Maybe a dog park. Oh, we're getting really close there already. Okay. It's going to be too big. That one should work. So now that leisure area is getting much better as well. So this is working out the way that we wanted it to. Let's add... Oh, you know what would be really nice? Would be a bike path along here. Why don't we have power? Oh, look at that. We need to add another power plant. We'll put that right there. And that, okay, that puts us in good shape. When do we get better power plants? 3,800 we get the oil. Probably won't do hydro. Solar we will, but not for a long time. Same with the nuclear. Okay, 3,800 is the number for that. So our next power plant will probably be nicer. It'd be nice to have a bike path right along the lake. Or the water here. Can tell that I live in the Chicago area because I see water and I think, oh, that's a lakefront. Which is usually not the case for many people. No, I don't want to get rid of the... yeah, we'll bring it in here. Maybe try and get a curve in here. Alright, we'll use a little bit of soil to get this land out a tiny bit. Okay. Now we can do that'll work. We'll just do the freeform for this. That gives it a little bit more intrigue, I think. Now, I wonder if anybody will actually use our bike path. Since it's not all that practical, but we want to do that. Must not like the slope. And then we'll end right there. I mean, they might use it to get to the park, I suppose. Then we'll just add a few gravel paths in here. Turn off all these snapping guidelines. Maybe we don't need the gravel path. I don't like how that looks. We do need something over here because it's kind of dull. This is the problem with doing parts and vanilla. There, that'll be better. Then we'll just have a gravel path. Go right along here and connect to there. With connection... oh, it won't let me connect there. Or there. Okay. So we'll just do that. This will be reserved for the monument that we'll get pretty soon. And in the meantime, we can add more trees in here. Let's see, let's put the... what is this one here? Yeah, I like that. Can't go too close because the water ruins it. We can get a few big ones in there. Right along the path. That looks pretty good. So, you'll be happy to know that on Saturday morning when I recorded, I think I may have mentioned that I forgot to turn on the microphone in my recording software, and so I had to do a narration later, which I did not like. I like talking while doing things because that's when I'm thinking about what I'm doing. So, you know what? These people probably wouldn't want trees blocking their views. So I'll leave those out there, but they would want them blocking the view of the public park. So we'll do it like that. Anyway, so you'll be happy to know that today I did remember to record. So, I mean, probably obvious by now, but that's all good to know, I think. And we'll just keep lining this path with these trees. I like how that's looking. Here, too. I really want this city to look very nice, because while I truly like a lot of mods, and I think they are a great addition to this game, I also feel that it is entirely possible to have very nice looking cities without mods or assets. So if your computer is not capable of, say, if it doesn't have a ton of RAM, so it can't do thousands of assets, you still have enough tools at your disposal that your city can be quite enjoyable and nice, realistic. So here we have a little bit of a forest of the same tree, because the city saves money that way by buying in bulk. Okay, so that, I like that park. Now, leisure is much better in this area. Still not great here. I wonder if we could get another park in here. What was I doing that for? I think I was going to try to expand a little bit more residential in there. But I think what a better idea would be to put this park right there. Yeah, look at that. That improved leisure considerably. And look, we're a busy town now, so we can do more city planning policies. We have more unique buildings in theory, but we have to unlock them first. We can do oil, which I don't know if we'll do that. Tourism, we might do that somewhere, but not quite yet. And then we have all these different policies. I don't think I will do any of them yet, but we'll see about that. And we have 2-lane road with trees, which is very exciting. And I think I might use that right away. We have a lot of different roads that we can use. A bigger police station, the oil power plant, bigger fire station. Could get started on the hospital. And we have the tourism parks. So that's nice. We could use some of those, actually. Let's see what we've got. So tourism down here. You know, I'm going to hold off because I like this park here. And we may put a tourism park somewhere else in the city eventually. For now, we are working over here. So, we can have a gravel path come this way. Connect to there. Not gravel, but paved, because we have pavement here. And it looks kind of funny to have pavement there, so we'll put gravel. Park itself can be gravel. The other parts are cement. Did this connect over here? It did, okay. So now people can walk through that park, and we'll just line it with trees like we did the other one. And try and do a mix here. liking this. I like these parts. I think our city is really coming along here. Looking much better. Getting to be much more pleasant for the residents. So, you know, how is our unemployment here? Let's see, I saw this earlier. There we go, 10%. Okay, we can add. Let's add another farm. Fill that one in. Do that too. Okay, so let's check leisure again. I mean, I wish we could get it up a little bit here too, but it's not really working. And I don't see a spot that I want to change into a park in the middle of the city. I don't think that makes sense right now. But what I would like to do is I would like to change these roads and make them a tiny bit nicer entering the neighborhoods. Like that. Oh, look at that. I don't think I intended to connect here. Because that adds, these people can go this way and then cut through that way. I don't like that. I'm going to disconnect the road there for a moment. Oh, I need to turn snapping back on. And those people are going to move out because they don't have a way to get to their house. There we go. I'll just clean up the zoning a little bit here.
I've got an email from a listener who asks, you only play ancient music, play something new.
And then, yeah, we'll just leave it like that.
You are confused. We don't play any music from...
Yeah, all that zoning is on the main road. I don't want to be on the main road. Let's redo this road again. Bear with me for a minute here.
It's quite recent, from the last 400 years. Thanks for listening.
See, but then it didn't go as far. Oh well. That's what we're gonna do. They can live there. They've already got... yeah. Do it like that. Okay. That is what it's going to look like. Anyway, right, so I was changing the roads. Like that. That. There. There. And that's it. Okay. So another thing while I'm thinking about roads that I wanted to do is I want to check these junctions. I don't want traffic lights coming out of the little neighborhoods because they don't get enough traffic to really justify a light, and that will make our arteries move much faster. There. So now the only traffic lights in our entire town are here at the end, here in the center of town, and that's it. We don't even have one here for the industry because we haven't needed it yet. We might soon. I mean, we do have a traffic issue developing here, and at some point we will have to deal with that, and that may just be a matter of making the road a little bit bigger so that the residents that are leaving can go this way. In fact, what we could do at some point, this road here in the middle of the farm, well, there's two in the middle, but one of them is going to be a road that comes down this way and ends here. It'll be another little artery because we do have residential traffic coming out of there. And the other thing we could do is build a road down this way. Now that I'm saying that, I like that idea. So we're going to upgrade this and this. And then we're going to build a road straight down this way. And it's going to be 135 degrees. Oh no. We want it straight to here, and then we want it to be 90 degrees from here. If possible. Yeah. Well, you know what we could do? We could build it up to there, so it matches that, and then take whatever angle it gives us. Yeah, I like that. So now, the people who work in the farm have two ways to get there. They could come up this way, or they could come through the main part of town and go that way. And that should ease some of the traffic here. And we can leave this as a traffic light, because there's not too much traffic coming out this way anyway. And we don't have any other lights on here, actually. You know, now that I said that, let's change it until we need to do otherwise. Okay, so now we're going to try and add more residential in here because we're already at 21 minutes. My time flies sometimes. Okay, so this one is going to go up to there. And we will immediately turn off this traffic light before I forget. And then we're going to do the same road style here. Okay, so now we have roads in here. And we're going to go ahead and zone this area with residential. Although we should check where are they getting power. They'll get power from there. And we need to extend the water a bit here. Like that. And like that. We're going to be building out in here in a moment too, so we'll go ahead and add water to here as well. Okay, and then we need to check the unemployment rate. It's already at 10%. Let's add more farms. We have a small farming community growing here in Fairview Shores. And somehow we got slowed down again. So you'll see that here I kept the sidewalk, or I put a sidewalk here. I'm not going to zone on this street just yet, because eventually I do want to expand it, I think, to a bigger road. I think we'll have a bit of traffic eventually. And if we don't, then we'll just have an extra sidewalk here. And I think what I will do, though, is add some trees along here. Oh, that's a small tree. Which one is this? Oh, the oak. Okay, well, this can be the oak-lined street. And I don't know why this path didn't connect here. But we'll do that real quick as well. Like that. That one did connect, but we'll make it a little bit clearer if we can. Oh, it's not going to let me. Okay, that's fine. No, people moved in pretty quickly. People must like our city if they want to move in so quickly, even when there's 10% unemployment. Okay, so that'll be that neighborhood. I do want to go back, and I never filled in this spot, so we'll do that right away. And let's check the pollution over here. Yeah, so we can put residential in here now too. like that. Okay. So I'm going to leave this space here. I think eventually we may need to add more. See, we can go ahead and add a medical clinic over here because we don't have much coverage on this side of town. Just put that there. Death care, we're doing fine. Fire, we're going to need more, and I might use a little space here for bigger stuff, like the bigger fire station and bigger police station. I don't want to do that just yet because we don't really have the money for it, but we will add an elementary over here. And one thing I'm going to do right away when I do that is we're doing okay on, oh, we need more water. Okay, so we are putting pumps on this side, and we can't do it there. We can here. It looks like we're already starting to affect the water flow a bit, which is a little bit worrisome. Well, it'll be okay because we're close to sea level, I think, and so we can draw more in that way. But we need to get another sewage pipe out here. It is nice to have a drain right there. Not very realistic in the map design, but it makes it easier when you're playing vanilla like this. Makes the map much more doable because this giant brown water is not very realistic either. Okay, so let's check our unemployment again. 13%. We need to only add these farms in, I think. Yeah, that'll work out well, I think. And how is our traffic now? Yeah, so I mean, we still have a lot of trucks going through here, but it looks like a lot of the residents are using this other path now, which is nice to see. And trucks we can live with, because a lot of them are just going on the highway, and if we wanted to, we could give them their own route out that way. It wouldn't be very good looking, I think, but it would work for the purpose that it would need to serve. Okay, so I'm gonna pause and build another neighborhood over here. Okay, so now we're going to zone this neighborhood real quick. We're almost out of time for this episode. When I do these recordings, I'm doing them in the morning before going to work, and so I kind of need to get ready for work here in a minute. But this is the time that I have to play, and so that's what we're gonna do. And I think it's gonna work out just fine that way. Okay, they need power, but they'll get it pretty quickly here because we'll have people move in there. Yep, there. Now they've got power. Okay, and now we actually have enough people that we're going to get our Statue of Wealth here. And we'll do it like that. Yeah, that'll look very nice, and we can fill in the gaps here. Path goes like just connect it that way, I suppose. On this side, we'll make it look a little bit nicer. In there, like that. Connect to that footpath. And come out this way. There. that. And then fill this in with, what would a rock look like in there? No, I'd rather have rocks over here. Well, we'll add rocks next time, I think. I might do that off camera before starting the next episode, but I do want some trees in here. Okay, so that should about do it for this episode. Let's see, what are things that we need to look at and review? We've got a trash issue to deal with right here. Landfill is full. Next episode, we really need to get to the incinerators. Boy, that's a really bad trash issue. It'll clear up though, because now we have enough trucks working that hopefully we'll get coverage and that won't be too bad. Okay, so let's see. Next episode, we're going to need to build a few more residential areas. Did we zone this whole thing? We did. Okay, and that'll unlock the incinerators, and then we'll get working in this area. So, yeah, I think that's about it for this episode. Thanks for joining me. If you liked the episode, please hit like and subscribe to the channel if you want to follow along. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.